What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're going to be having a look at the brand new 9.5 anniversary Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece Film Red. And this character, in generic content, this character is going to be a pretty interesting unit to use, and I do plan on making a showcase video at some point for this character, but we're going to be going ahead and showcasing him in Rumble today. So we've got 4 different clips for you guys here, showcasing this specific team. Now, I do actually shift this team up a little bit. You do see I do run these 2 generic support units at the back. Ideally with this team, with the way that it is structured, you take those characters out because it means that Kobe is not going to work as effectively, because the Kobe on this team is basically here where he says that if you have 5 characters left, he fully charges one of your characters. So that's the whole goal of this team, to just try and charge specials as fast as possible and wave clear them as fast as possible. But I will say this team is not very tanky. It's not a good defensive team, but offensively it's very strong. But the only real issue with this team in particular is trying to find special CT increase. If this team had a really good special CT increaser, it would definitely increase the viability of it, but I think in normal content is not going to be the best, but against Dex teams specifically, it's actually very, very good. But let's actually talk about what this Monkey D. Luffy actually does. So he's got a really good rumble ability where he gives your strength allies 6 attack, 6 defense, as well as 6 speed. So that alone is already very good. But then it says that when his health is 60% or below, he gives himself a further level 5 attack increase and a level 5 shield. So shields are very uncommon, you don't see them too often. Characters that have them off the top of my head are characters like Ace and Yamato dual unit, as well as the Rush Sugo Sanji. Those 2 characters start the game with a shield, but this is the first character that we've seen gain a shield when your health drops below a certain threshold. So it allows you to basically just survive longer, and it's a really, really good effect actually. I do think that this is something that really helps this character out, not only just giving you more offensive power, but also making him more defensively focused too. So allowing him to survive longer in the game so that you can use his special, because the special of this guy is absurd. And you know, this character, even alongside Magma Kaido in normal content, but with Magma Kaido in Rumble as well, it's a great pairing between these 2 characters, and I really cannot wait until, you know, we get this character to higher levels of level limit break to further increase his statistics. And if you get him rainbowed, of course, he gets more statistics as well in Rumble. But this ability, it's 35 CT, which is definitely on the higher end. But the effect itself gives your strength allies level 5 attack for 30 seconds, so that's great, giving your whole crew some damage. But then he targets 2 enemies for 1.5 times damage that ignores defense, and that does it 3 separate times. So he actually does 6 hits of 1.5 damage ignoring defense. That's crazy, crazy good. And if you guys have been watching my Grand Party videos for this current season, this character has been a great asset to those powerhouse-focused health cut teams. Due to the fact that Luffy is a powerhouse character, you can actually run like a full powerhouse squad, as well as this Luffy, of course. Powerhouse get level 5 special CT increase, and having this character special do so much damage through defense charges the Gear 5 burst really, really effectively. And that's not the only thing that he does. It says that when you use the special of Luffy and you have 60% HP or less, he then also targets enemies in a large range for 3.5 times attack damage. So he just does normally just damage through defense, which is very good, as you just saw right there. Launching that special is so good. But then also having the ability to do even more damage when you're at lower HP thresholds. And of course, when you are at lower HP thresholds, he gets access to the shield to protect himself, so that, you know, you can get to those thresholds and not really worry about dying too much, because he'll be at those thresholds, you can launch the special, do really, really good damage. This character is super solid. The only real thing that is kind of holding him back is the strength typing in general. The strength typing in Rumble has always been very offensively focused and not very good on defensive aspects. Legend Jack, for example, is a really good defensively focused character that can also provide health cuts, which allow your damage through defensive specials become more potent in knocking out characters. But normally, you know, strength doesn't really have a lot of defensive characters. They're very focused on offense, and that's going to really hurt this character in the long run. If there is going to be better characters to come out for defensively focused strategies, then this Luffy actually might be even better. Another character that I was thinking about adding to the team was the Kizuna Legend Boa Hancock, who does provide additional defense with her rumble ability, and also does provide a chance at confusing the opponents. So that could be a relatively good replacement for the waifu characters on this team. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And look, using Kobe on this team is just kind of a meme strat to ensure that, you know, if Kobe ends up coming in, launching his special, can fully charge one of our characters. Like, imagine using a Luffy special, Kobe uses his special, fully charges Luffy, and then you use Luffy again. Like, that's the kind of strat that I was trying to employ here. But realistically, you're not really going to see that activate all that much. But seeing this Luffy do so much damage, I'm just really excited to potentially pull more copies of him in the future, because his usability in Rumble is very, very high. But it really comes down to how good you can build the strength team around him, because by himself, in a vacuum, Luffy's a very good unit in Rumble, and he does provide good defensive aspects and offensive aspects to your strength team, but we'll just have to wait and see how things move going forward. As for the rest of his kit though, his resistance, he does resist halving of stats, as well as 30% damage reduction versus Dex characters. So we've seen a lot of more recent characters get introduced to this resistance of getting rid of half stats, and this is a really good effect. Obviously going up against like Roger GP leads, you could come up against that, but even like Gecko Moria on int focus teams, you can just ignore the halving of stats, so that when Luffy launches his special, he can guarantee do very, very good damage to the opponent. And that means that it's going to be scary to go up against this Monkey D. Luffy character in the future. If you ever come up against him, be very cautious. He's going to do a lot of damage against you. But because he is a powerhouse character, means that there are quite a few counters against him. Characters like Recruit Don Chin Jiao for the Dex team, Rumble Recruit Don Chin Jiao that is, who can special bind him, because you can special bind this character, you can action bind him, you can reverse his special CT, so you can use these utility type of effects, and those utility effects are actually very good against the strength team, because if you're negating them from using their specials, they're not very good defensively, so it helps you get basically win. And then also characters like Wano Law, who can debuff Powerhouse as well, so you do have to be very cautious of those types of teams as well. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up from me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about the new 9.5 anniversary Film Red Monkey D. Luffy down below in the comment section. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.
まだ俺に歯向かいてえやつは名乗りてぞ。